Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Welcome to Primetime Sports Talk on BCCG Radio. I'm your host, RG. Without my co-host this morning, and I got the flu from this week. I was hit with the flu, and I'm trying to recover. So bear with me on the show. As usual, I would like to give a little on my spiritual corner. Before I open the show, I just like to give a little blessing to someone out there. The steps of a good man is ordered by God. The devil always overplays a hand. He believes he has power, when in truth he have none. Don't let the devil play you. Forgive others and leave judgment to God. I hope this will be a blessing to somebody out there today. Announcement. The Reverend Jesse Jackson, civil rights leader, passed away last Tuesday. He was 84 years old. Most of us know Reverend Jackson as a civil rights leader, but the things he has done in more march for Black people in the United States than any other civil rights leader. Everywhere there's a Black march, he's there. He was there when Martin Luther King was shot. He's always helping or talking for Black people. He was the first Black person to run for president in the United States. He went to the aid and got American hostages released by their captive in another country. When those captives would not talk to anybody from the American government, they talked with Jesse Jackson and they released the captive to Jesse Jackson. He played a big role in our society as a Black man, and my condolences go out to his family. Sorry. Baltimore Cricket and Social Club had their election last week. I don't know what the outcome of the who's president or who are the current officers. Washington Cricket League is having their last final umpire seminar on Zoom tomorrow, 2:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. As an umpire, I have to be on that for my third and final week. Jamaican history. Kingston was founded in 1692 after the destruction of Port Royal. Kingston was used as a refuge. Growing into major trading, it officially replaced Spanish Town as a capital in 1872. Kingston survived significant fires in 1703, earthquake in 1907, and played a central role in Jamaica culture, politics, and the rise of the reggae music. Kingston landmarks such as Kingston Parish Church. We all heard about, know where Kingston Parish Church is. Kingston Harbor, Coronation Market, Jamaica Railway Corporation, Jamaica Pilot Office, Jamaica Cement Company, sorry, and Jamaica Public Services, which is, we call it Light and Power back in them days, and the Norman Manley International Airport. We're going to move right into health and welfare. Hair growth treatment. Proven medical solutions is minoxidil, Rogaine, with consistent scalp care, such as massage, essential oil. When I was little, I heard about this oil, rosemary, include using caffeine shampoos, improving proteins and iron, reducing eat styling. If you have hair growth problem, do not use eat styling in your hair. That means the hot comb or whatever, curling iron. Minoxidil or Rogaine, over-the-counter liquid or foam that boosts blood flow for both men and women. Consistent long-term treatment is essential. 6 months or more to show results. You have to use it for 6 months or more for it to show a result. You don't expect it to, in a couple months. Right. We're going to have a short show this morning to be started late. You're listening to BCCG Radio. You can visit us on YouTube at BCCG Radio. WhatsApp, you can call us at 876-863-6047. Our regular phone, 571-245-3805. On the internet, www.dccgradio.com. You're listening to Primetime Sports or Sport Talk. Major League Baseball, spring training. Aaron Judge of the New York Yankees is concerned that the big names are signing elsewhere and the Yankees roster remains the same. I totally agree with that. I don't know what the Yankees are waiting on to sign these big names. They have the money. Can't see why. LA Dodgers are over the salary cap and they still signing players for more money. All they're gonna do is play the luxury tax. Yankees should do the same, but they don't. Tony Clark, Major League Baseball Player Association Executive Director, resigned amid scandal of misusing funds and appropriate misbehavior with his sister-in-law. He resigned because the misuse of funds, and he brought his sister-in-law in and give her an office job, but from what is being said, his misconduct with her, it's forced him to resign. So they put a new president in, director in. Oh boy, misuse of funds is that don't sound too good. Then your sister-in-law, man. Calvert Hutchinson, the president and the coach of the Jamaica Lacrosse, is watching from Jamaica. He's just he's on my screen now saying hello. Thanks for tuning in, Calvert. And Newton, known as Teleban, he's watching also. We're going to move on to some cricket, but I don't have all the stats. I'm missing my statistician Kurt today. But I'm just going to give you some of the latest. West Indies have won 5 straight, which really impressed me. They won 5 games straight, and in the last West Indies game, they were 254 for 6 and 20 over, with Shimron Hetmyer 85 runs in 34 balls, Roman Powell 59 runs in 35 balls, and Zimbabwe, they defeated Zimbabwe, who made 147 for all out in 17.44 overs. Now, as of February 27th, in the Super 8 cricket game, West um, England 161 for 6 in 19.3 overs, defeated New Zealand 159 for 7 in 20 overs. India 256 for 4 in 20 overs. That's a lot of runs. 256. Beat New Zimbabwe 184 for 6 in 20 overs. Now, West Indies suffered their first loss when South Africa won 77 for 1 in 16.1 overs, beat West Indies 176 for 8 in 20 overs. When West 6 games and West Indies finally lost one, but I didn't expect them to lose to South Africa, who they defeated early on. India will play West Indies tomorrow, so that should be a good game. I'm going to tune in and try to watch that game. I was hoping Kurt would be here today to give us some update on that, but he's not. So that's all I got for cricket for today. We're going to have a short show today because we started late and Kurt and Wayne not here today. You know, we all noticed the Milan Cortina Winter Olympics was going on, and the U.S. hockey women's won gold in overtime against Canada. Sorry. Alisa Louis of USA won figure skating gold. USA men's won gold by defeating Canada 2-1. Lindsey Vonn said her surgery saved her leg from amputation. She had that crash going downhill, and her legs was bad. One of her leg was real bad, and I think she was airborne by helicopter to the emergency site where they had surgery on her leg. But the U.S. women's hockey team declined the President of the United States, Donald Trump, invitation to the White House. This is not the first time a sports team have declined to go to the White House on the Donald Trump's invitation. After all, let's not go into politics. I'll leave it alone. We're going to move straight into the NFL. The NFL competition committee is discussing the possibility of authorizing replay officials to throw flags for specific penalties. I don't like VAR in soccer, and I don't like the replay having anything to do with the game, but when the referee asks for replay shouldn't be able to throw no flags in a football game. The referee is letting it play, and the replay booth is gonna throw a flag. No. You are messing up the football game. To me, if the referee makes a call and want to review it, then they ask the replay booth. They should never allow replay official to throw a flag. You're gonna stay throw a flag on the camera on the computer on the TV screen. Throw a flag. Boom! A flag pops up. So the referee stops the game because you throw a flag. No, you're not in the game. You're not in the game. That part I'm not in agreement with. And if anybody out there agree with me or disagree, you can just give me a call and tell me how you feel about it. But I do not agree with that. Todd Monken, ex Ravens, excuse me, I was under the weather this week. Sorry. Yeah, my engineer wants me to go back to this.
So nobody realized that the more they put yards into the game, is the less we need the referees. Nobody not seeing that?
Well, I personally, well, yes, he's helping the official. He's helping the official.
Helping.
But they are taking over. My engineer Q feels that they're going to take over the game because if you go to supermarkets nowadays and look at supermarket, you have computer taking over cashier's job all over the place. So Q feels that VAR the committee throwing a flag over the computer, over the television screen, stopping the game. They're going to eliminate referees one day. Excuse me. It's the beginning to an end to referee if they're going to continue to do this. I think they should never do it. I think they should never do it. You think so, too, Q, right? Mm. I welcome the I want to welcome one of Jamaica's big, famous international artists from the Cables, Mr. Stewart, in the studio today. Big up, Stewart. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't agree with that part. So with officials showing a flag and you're not a referee or an official on the field, you're talking about replay officials throwing a flag. Or they can't throw it on the field, so it's got to be over the screen. And when the referee sees it, boom, he stops the game now. I will get to VAR when we get to soccer. But this is no brainer for me. Yes, this is gonna bring problem to football. Todd Monken, ex Ravens official, offensive coordinator, and the new head coach of the Cleveland Browns said all quarterbacks will have to compete for their job. No, this means that Shedeur Sanders, this is not starting quarterback. And remember, they have several other quarterback there from last year, and he's also trying other quarterbacks, which he's saying everybody gonna have to compete for the job. I don't know if he one coach left, got fired because he messed up the whole situation in Cleveland. I know Todd Monken looked like he's starting something again. The scouting combine for 2026 is in full swing. Salary cap set at a record 301.2 million per team. Now these teams are at the scouting combine looking for new players, and every team has 301.2 million to spend. I'm quite sure teams are going to go over that, pay the tax. So who knows? Then we're going to move into the NBA. Sorry about that. I had the flu this week, so bear with me. The 3-point contest in the NBA All Star. Damian Lillard of Portland Trail Blazers won his third 3-point contest. When we was looking to see Steph Curry, the greatest, he didn't take part in it. The slam dunk contest, Keisha Johnson of the Miami Heat won his first contest. Shooting Star Challenge, Team Knicks, Jalen Brunson, Carl Anthony Towns, and Allen Houston took home the victory. Excuse me. All Star Celebrity Game, actor Rome Flynn won his second straight award. One on one competition woman, Chelsea Gray of the Las Vegas Aces, won. She earned $200,000 in one night for the win, which is more than what she makes, $196,000 in 1 year. Now you see why the women basketball team is underpaid, and that's why there's going to be a strike if they do not come to an agreement in one night at the men's All Star game. She won the shooting contest, 1-1, $200,000, which is more than what she make playing several games for 1 year in the WNBA. The round robin USA Stars and the USA Stripes tied up at 2 games each. USA Stars defeated the USA Stripes 47-21 in the fifth and final game. Ant-Man Anthony Edwards won the MVP. All-Star game is a joke to me. Excuse me, because they don't play hard on each other like they should. So, I was expecting the score to be like, let's say 47-40, 21. It was a joke to me. I'm not in favor of the All-Star. I mean, when I say not in favor of, I don't really check for the All-Star game. My pick for NBA championship is Detroit. I picked the Detroit Pistons to win. But I will keep the Cleveland Cavaliers in my back pocket as a secret weapon. Due to the signing of James Harden. I listened to Charles Barkley the other night, and Charles Barkley felt like Cleveland Cavaliers is going to be the team coming out of the West. The reason is Detroit only got 2 players, and if one hurt, they're in trouble. And when you look at Cavaliers, they are equipped with players all around. I watched a game last night where Cavaliers lost to Detroit, and 3 seconds ago, Cavaliers up by 3 points and made a bad foul. The player should have been fouled from he got the ball. They wait till he crossed the halfway line and he tried a 3-pointer. So he had 3 free throws which he hit and tied the game. Now remember, James Harden didn't play. He was sitting on the bench, got a rest day. So was my favorite player. They all sit on the bench last night. They sit on the bench last night and watch the game. Now, can you imagine if they were playing? Can you imagine the 2 best players in Cleveland were sitting on the bench? If they were playing, it could have been different. So I tend to agree with Charles Barkley, where he says Cavaliers is going to be the team coming out of the West, and I'm keeping them in my back pocket as a secret weapon. I think he's right on that, Sir Charles. We just talk about the WNBA. You just talk about WNBA. My engineer is laughing, and General Stewart is laughing too. But what happened is the WNBA. We know there's the players' union have not yet reached a new collective bargain agreement regarding revenue sharing and salary structure. A deadline is set for March 10th, 2026 to keep the 2026 schedule intact. So by March 10th, they have to agree. We just talk about the NBA All Star game where Chelsea Gray of the Las Vegas Aces, she earned $200,000 in 10 minutes, more than what she makes all year. You not listening? More than what she makes all year playing for the WNBA. So I think that they do deserve, the women deserve a raise big time. You know, there are two more teams coming in and six more, sorry, televised game going to be on. So I think they deserve the money, and I'm rooting for them because I started watching NBA games since Caitlin Clark and uh, WNBA. My apologies. And Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese came in the game. I started watching, and I really do love watching these girls play and compete. Women's college basketball. I wish Kurt was here for this. South Carolina coach Don Staley won her 500 game. That's awesome. A black woman won 500 game with South Carolina defeated LSU 78-72. Number one, the Yukon Huskies 27 and no, haven't lost a game. Number two, UCLA 25 and 1. Number 20, Maryland Terps rallied 19 points down to beat number 8, Ohio State 76-75. Terps record are 23 and 6. They are in sixth place. Big up Terps. You're doing better than the men. And congratulations, Terps. Doing much better than the men. Men's college basketball. Duke now number one after beating Michigan. Arizona after going 23 and no lost two straight games. Unranked Maryland Terps are 10 and 14. They're four games below 500. Number one, Michigan Wolverines. They got beaten by Duke. So, excuse me. So Duke, I know the number one. Number six, Iowa State upset number two, Houston. Number 25, Alabama upset number 20, Arkansas. Unranked Creighton upset number five, Yukon. That is, I can't believe that one. I couldn't believe that one. Man, I'm under the weather. I have the flu, so please forgive me. But the show must go on. We got some sports news. Trey Johnson, former Washington Redskins offensive lineman, died suddenly on a family trip. He was only 54 years old. He and his family went on a family trip and he took sick and just died suddenly. My condolences out to his family. Tyler Reddick, Daytona 500 in a car owned by Michael Jordan. He won Daytona 500. It seems like everything MJ touches turns to gold. I mean, he's into bike riding. Bike motorcycles. He's champion in that. Now he's a champion in Daytona 500 motor car. So everything Michael Jordan touches seems to turn to gold. Wide receiver Tyreek Hill was cut by Miami Dolphins. New coach wants to part ways with quarterback Tua. Miami owes Tua $56 million. Tyreek Hill recently signed back with Kansas City Chiefs. Ronnie Eekman, cornerback for Cleveland Browns, was beaten up by a group of men in an hotel lobby. I don't know what the circumstances is, but He got into an argument with some man. Maybe not because you're a big guy playing the NFL, you feel you can't get beat now. A group of guys will jump you. But I'm not saying this is so that he was wrong or he was right, but he got mobbed, got beaten up in the hotel lobby. After Vinet scored the winning goal for Real Madrid, a player from Benfica Football Club said racist remarks to him. Vinet told the referee immediately. FIFA is investigating. I say get rid of all racism in sports. And once you start racism and you find out it's true, get rid of it. Another player from Real Madrid said he heard the remarks. He overheard when it happened, and they're investigating. Players like these do not need to be in any kind of sports. Get rid of him. Major League Soccer started last week with my team, LA Football Club, defeated. Where's Kurt? Kurt not here today. Defeated Inter Miami, 3 goals to nil. Messi cried like a baby. Messi cried like a baby. All you Messi fans out there cried like a baby. Paul G. Allen, estate owner of the Seattle Seahawks, put the franchise up for sale. Wow. He's trying to sell Seattle Seahawks just as they won the Super Bowl. What's going on with that?
Right,
Huh?
so best time,
What's going on with that?
best time to sell them.
You
Them in demand.
know, years ago I used to listen to the English football. I used to see Birmingham City, Blackburn Rovers, Swansea City, Stoke City, Bolton Wanderers, Huddersfield Town, Blackpool, Wigan Athletics, Doncaster Rovers. I'm not sure. These teams have made the Premier League in years. They're down in either Division One, or in League One. You know, I don't know what's going on. Why it's been a while since these teams make it. They haven't played in the Premier League. You know, I look at I was looking at like I said, I'm not a lover of the VAR because VAR stops games. You watching a soccer game and the game's going, referee stop the game because VAR wants him to come over and look at something. That should never be in football. VAR should be only be used if the referee not sure. Excuse me. VAR is messing up the game to me. And in England, it's the worst in the world. The rest of players all over the world talk about England. VAR, when it first came in, it was for goal line stance, where if the ball had crossed the goal line, they start. No, they give referee watches. The referee, the watch he has on his hand will tell if the ball crosses the line. Now, VAR is used for, I can understand giving red cards or yellow card, but to stop the game until the referee, this is a discipline, call here. And the referee got stopped. The referee shouldn't stop the game because of VAR. Excuse me. Referee should use VAR when they are not sure. And I like if they give a penalty and they ask VAR to look at it. But VAR shouldn't make no decisions for no referee. And I'm against VAR for that. I think it messes up the game a lot. You know, I think it messes up the game. I look at the stadiums in England. They're not as big as the ones here. 'Cause there are lots of small stadiums for football, but they have large stadium for athletic. and all that. And Wembley is a big stadium, but the club stadiums are what they football field, or if they call it that. They are. If you look at the designs, they if you have east, west, north, south. If you buy tickets for the north side, you're gonna enter. They have gates coming in all sides and gates going out. So if you get tickets for the north side, you're gonna come through the north side and go out the south side. If you buy for the west side, you're gonna come in the west side and go out the west side. In the United States, we all go through one area and come out one area. If let's say there's a bomb threat or something, now,
One door.
one way out. These big stadiums in the United States, and I'm just saying they need to look at that seriously. You know, and have several entrances where people can come in and out, and that's what I like
I
about.
think with most of the ticket sales, they're not really concerned about that. But I guess it's a ticket sales. But it can be done now. It's
It's just so it
a
should be.
different trip.
you, I've been to Orioles game. I've been to Ravens game. I mean, come on, I haven't been to a game. I've been to Orioles game last year. I haven't been to a Ravens game last year, but the year before. But when the game is over, we all come down one area, walk down one area. Everybody got to come out the same way. It's just it's just if something, let's say something serious, there, uh, uh emergency, everybody got to run. Some people's gonna get stampede. Some people is gonna get stampede because you need separate entrances for where you sit.
Crowd control.
Yeah,
Crowd
if you sit on the west side, if you sit northeast, you come out, get an outdoor on the floor where you're supposed to come out. You don't have to run down through the regular area. Everybody come out. It's I think they should design stadiums for where you buy your seat. Uh, CD Dumb G, thank you for watching. Uh, we're gonna move right to the English League football. Like I said, we're gonna have a short show today because my statistician Kurt is not here and wait. The English Premier League, first place Arsenal dropped 2 volley points when they drew 2-2 with Wolves, who are at the bottom of the table. Don't feel bad. Wolves are playing for their lives, and these are the teams that's gonna play hard now, trying not to get relegated. Because they drew with Man U one all the other day. Arsenal played one more game than Manchester City and only 5 points ahead. Arsenal are 61 points, Manchester City are 56, Aston Villa 45, and Manchester United are 48. Yet they are the surprising team to me, coming back from where they were last year. They only at 42 points in 38 games. This year, they so far in 27 games, they have 48 points. Yeah, and in fourth place. And Chelsea, who is the club champion of the world, I don't know what's going on with them. They have 45 points in fifth place. Uh, Games are going on now. So I say I wish Kurt was here to bring it up on his computer, show us what's going on. And Liverpool are playing. I know they when I left they were 2-0, 2-0 up on West Ham United, and Sunderland defeated I think it's Bournemouth 2 goals now. The German Bundesliga, Bayern Munich are 57 points, 22 games. Dortmund 51 points from 22 games. Again, you're watching Sports Talk, Primetime Sports, and BCCG Radio. You can visit us on YouTube, BCCG Radio, WhatsApp. Call us at 876-863-6047. And regular phone 571-245-3805. You can also visit us on the internet at www.bccgradio.com. I'm your host, RG. I'm missing Kurt and Wayne today. We're going to move right into the UEFA Champions League. Number one, Arsenal, 8 games, 24 points. They haven't lost a game. Number two, Bayern, 8 games, 21 points. Bayern lost 1 game. Number three, Liverpool, eight games, 18 points. Now we got six English teams. 6 English teams are in the round of 16. Arsenal number one, Liverpool number three, Tottenham number four. Tottenham, look where Tottenham is. Tottenham is about 17 on the in ranking in England, and yet still they are number four in UEFA Champions League. Manchester City is number 8, Chelsea is number 6, Newcastle number 12. This tells me one thing, that the English Premier League is a tougher league than the rest of teams they are playing in the Champions League, because you have 6 English teams right there, and they're 16 teams, and they are rated from 1 to 12. So the English teams are much tougher. Our English football is much tougher than UEFA Champions League. The Europa League, which is there, if you have to finish in the eight, I think uh, 7 and 8 to make to the Europa League, and the only English team left in the round of 16 is Nottingham Forest and Aston Villa. Now Aston Villa is number 3 right now in English Premier League, and Nottingham Forest are number what 16 in the English Premier League. Nottingham Forest, to get back to Europa League, they have to win or be runners up. Because last year they finished 7th in the English Premier League. That's why they make it to the Europa League, uh, Europa Champions League. Well, right now they are in the round of 16 with Aston Villa. So if they don't win or don't be a runner-up, they won't make it back there. They did so well last year, finished 7th in the English Premier League. I know they're like 18, some 16, 17, 18. You know, they're not doing good this year at all in the English Premier League. Major League Soccer, the first game, like I said, Miami was beaten 3 goals to nil by my club, LA Football. I'm sorry, Kurt not here to for me to tackle him on that, but go on, LA, keep going. I'm rooting for you to get this year to win it. You know, well, this is what I have for sports today. So, you know, I'll be ending in a few minutes. But thanks again for tuning and listening to BCCG Radio and Primetime Sports, and with my engineer Q over there. I said it was going to be a short show because the rest of the crew not here today. So until next week, Until next week, there's the voice of Mr. Stuart Cables. So until next week, you guys be good and be safe. See you then.